y'all. Welcome to Pretty Girl Loves Trap content. This is my recap / review of Power Book 2, Season 2, Episode 9, A Fair Fight. Y'all, this was a doozy. I thoroughly enjoyed this episode. This is probably one of my top twos in terms of the season, okay? Episode 6, I believe, was my favorite. This may be either my second favorite or maybe my top. I don't know. I will have to let it marinate a little more in my brain to determine if this was my favorite episode or not. But you guys, how did you enjoy the episode? Did you love it as much as I did? Because I was floored, okay? The end had me pissed off to the highest power, okay? Did y'all see that coming? I mean, for real. I was flabbergasted. Yeah, that's the right word. Flabbergasted, okay? But hey, y'all, we want to get to that a little later, okay? Let's start off with the beginning, okay? Because we see your boy Tariq. He is having the nightmare, okay? And he's visited by all of the ghosts. Reminds me of, what is that play? It was like, you get visited by the ghost of Christmas past, present, and future, okay? But in this situation, Tariq, he is visited by all of the bodies he either caught or resulted in and had something to do with, okay? We are visited by almost everybody. I would say about 70% of the people who was involved with his ass and ultimately died, okay? We see Proctor. Man, I love me some Proctor, man. I'm still a little, disturbed, okay? Tommy did not have to do Proctor like that. But yeah, Proctor, he's telling Tariq, yo, bro, if you wouldn't have left your door unlocked, your Uncle Tommy wouldn't have blasted my ass, okay? We also see Kanan. We see Jabari talking ish. We see Keisha. We see Ray Ray. We see Raina. We are seeing all of the people that Tariq knows he's guilty for, okay? And everybody is giving him all the work, all the words, okay? And pretty much calling Tariq trash, okay? And mind you, all of this is taking place in the classroom. I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of freaky. And y'all, so Tariq, he's over the BS, okay? So he's trying to leave the room because these ghosts are freaking him out, okay? And so upon him trying to leave the room in the dream, okay, he sees Lauren, okay? And he's like, Lauren, don't come up in here. Like, this is not for you, okay? So yeah, we see that this is some, foreshadowing. His subconscious is effing with him. And I'm like, oh, what is this going on here, okay? Like, it took me a minute to realize, Lauren was in that dream. Like, yeah, it all came full circle when we got to the end, all right? But did y'all notice we didn't see Ghost as one of the ghosts? I don't know what's going on, okay? Like, they must have some serious blood, okay? I am referring to Omari Hardrick and Courtney Kemp, okay? We already heard there was some drama, some possible feud, but it seems like Ghost ain't trying to come back under no circumstances, okay? And she has told y'all, he ain't coming back. He is dead, okay? Finito, gone. He vamoosed, okay? He is 6 feet under, all right? So do not be asking Ghost to come back. But I low-key, 2% of me do feel like they're still leaving the door open, okay? I don't know what it is, but I can't trust those power writers, okay? So we see Tariq, his phone is ringing, okay? And it wakes him up because he's in the bed with Effie and whatnot. And I'm like, oh, this is kind of cute. They all up in the bed together. Remind me of my college days because, in college you got those twin-size beds and you and your boo will try to, snuggle up and make the best of the twin bed and whatnot, okay? So yeah, Davis, he's asking Tariq, hey, what does Tate have on you? Because he has been called as the next witness in this case. And so Tariq is like, he don't know nothing. Like, he has straight Tariq vibes. Okay, not Tariq vibes, Zeke vibes. He was like, Tate don't know nothing. I ain't tell him nothing. But I'm like, Tariq, boy, you've been telling everybody everything low key, okay? But of course, he has to have a poker face. So, he denies that Tate knows anything about him and his shenanigans, all right? So, y'all, we see the Tate brothers, okay? And we see, Kamal. And Kamal hasn't been around in a few episodes, okay? And I knew he would eventually come back around, all right? So he is pretty much discussing the whole case with his brother, and his phone is blowing up like a ticking time bomb, okay? And he is ignoring the calls. And so, Tate, he's like, bro, what's going on? So Kamal explained, like, hey, it's this crazy ass wino lady, and she is claiming to be a witness of the Jambari murder, okay? But I can't trust her, okay? Because her story be switching up, okay? One time she said she ain't see nothing. Next time she said she saw one person. The next time she said she saw two people. So I can't really trust her. But he does ask, his brother. He was like, hey, do you think I should follow up with this? And of course, Tato trifling, mean Carlton Bakes ass was like, no, don't do that. We ain't got time, because we know Tate is low key Tariq's godfather, and he has to protect him and his investment at all costs, okay? So, y'all, we see Kane, okay? He in Mecca's spot, all right? And he telling Mecca, yo, I got to go, okay? I got to go home. And Mecca was like, nah, bro, I'm going to need you to stay. And Kane ain't trying to hear it, okay? So, Mecca, he had to pull out the old force and whatnot, okay? So he went ahead and choked your boy out, all right? And he pretty much put him on house arrest, okay? Without the ankle bracelet that Tariq has on, okay? He says, nah, bruh, you're my number 2 now, okay? Because I done killed the chef. He ain't cooking no goddamn more. So I'm going to need you to be up in here and stay at the spot and handle things here, okay? But before I leave, I'm going to need you to call Papi Chulo and tell Papi I don't have no more drugs, okay? Because we went ahead and, we got we got robbed, okay? So we have nothing to give Papi, okay? So he manages and oversees the call between Papi Chulo and Kane. And Papi was like, Kane, I'm going to need you to come home. And Kane was like, Papi, I can't do that, okay? And yeah, Papi, we don't have the drugs. We don't have the coke. We don't have the pills. We have nothing, okay? We got robbed. So Papi hangs up. He's mad as fuck, okay? And we look around, he done tore their bedroom the fuck up, okay? It looks crazy up here, real domestic violence, like. But we know Monet wasn't there, so she was safe, okay? Yeah, y'all. Papi, he had his whole world turned around, and I can understand he was a little frustrated, okay? But I'm like, Papi, you don't have, no boxing gloves, no bag to get your frustration out of, you know what I'm saying? He took all of his frustration out on the bedroom, okay? So he went ahead and threw something at the mirror, so that causes a loud noise. Drew and Diana, they come in, trying to check on Papi, make sure he is okay. And so he's like, yo, Drew, we need to go ahead and tool up. We need to strap up, because Little Guap and GTG, they're not answering my call, so I need to see what the hell is going on. So Drew was like, yeah, Papi, about that, there's a minor detail I need to explain. Yeah, I capped Little Guacamole, okay? And so Papi was like, well, why would you do that? So, of course, Drew had to explain the whole heist situation that happened. And, yeah, Papi, he was like, you went against my back, mijo? Mijo, are you serious? Is it true? So he was like, you know what? Go ahead and get my fucking drugs, okay? Get my fucking drugs. Oh, Lord. So I'm like, Drew, how you gonna do that? But I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stay tuned. So, y'all, we see Tariq and Tate, all right? Okay, they're in the bathroom of the courthouse, okay? And Tate, he mad because he's sitting up there forever, you know what I'm saying, smelling all of the nervous shits of the convicts and whatnot, okay? I can imagine the courtroom's bathroom, okay? And people just really blowing it up, okay? Not knowing how their fate is going to turn out. Probably their last shit in the public bathroom, okay? So, yeah, this is the exchange, okay? We are seeing Tariq finally hand over the blackface photograph, okay? And we see Tate, man. Tate sees the photo, and you could just see he has a heart on him, okay? He is excited, okay? Because he's about to get what he wants. And he wants that congressional seat and whatnot, okay? But yeah, Tate, I'm going to need you to relax a little bit, bro, okay? A little less old dog from Menace to Society and more Darius from Love Jones, okay? I'm going to need you to relax, relate, release. You just breathe in and out a few times, write some poetry. Calm down a little bit, bro. But yeah, I'm a little excited for Influence, okay? I hope they start filming soon. I'm sure they're probably writing it up as we are watching this season, okay? So y'all, we cut over and y'all, we are at the courtroom, okay? And so Tate, he's on the stand and he is handling what he needed to handle, okay? He is, covering for Tariq. And he's pretty much, got the Zeke vibes. I don't know nothing, okay? And so we kind of see, Kamal, he's, viewing everything. And so he mentions, you guys have a witness. A possible witness that has possibly seen Jabari's murder, okay? So long story short, he is blowing up his brother, okay? He fucks his brother over and reveals everything that his brother told him while they was in the office. So of course, Davis, he gets up, okay? He was like, hold up, wait a minute. Like Nate Dogg, hold up, wait. So yeah, Tate was like, so I'm gonna need y'all to handle that, all right? So Davis, he's making a scene. So the judge was like, yeah, we need to go up in these chambers and discuss this, okay? So yeah, Davis was like, hey, the defense, weren't aware of this so-called witness. And of course, Jenny, she has had the longest day ever, okay? Really the longest week. This is probably the worst trial of her career, okay? Long story short, the judge says, hey, girl, I'm going to give you 48 of the hours to find some hard evidence or Tariq, or this case will be dismissed, okay? So yeah, y'all, she going to have some long nights and early mornings. She better get all the Starbucks she can get because it's going to be a lot, okay? So y'all, we see Mecca and Zeke. They're at the bar. They're meeting up. And I'm like, this is kind of an interesting place to, meet up for the first time as father and son. But that's neither here nor there, okay? And so Zeke, he's still salty with Monet. And he's even more salty about the whole, age debacle. But hey, Mecca was like, what I think you should do, leave school and I'm going to hook you up with a private coach, okay? Because even if this whole age thing comes out, you want to be so damn good. Your crossovers, your jump shots, your alley oops is going to be so fire. Nobody's going to care, okay? Y'all didn't know I knew all that, right? Yeah, your girl's a basketball fan. So I know a little something, okay? So yeah, Zeke was like, all right, I may consider that. So y'all, we see Drew and Diana, okay? Trifling as devious as Diana, all right? And she is devising a plan to get Papi Chulo's coke and pills back, okay? And she was like, hey, she's showing Drew, the layout of Stansfield campus. She was like, yeah, these are, where all the drugs are. They're on the roof. And we need to go ahead and get these drugs, okay? So I need you to get Everett's key card. And I'm going to go ahead and get the QR code that's required for the Amazon lockboxes. I'm going to get that from Tariq's phone so we can go ahead and steal these drugs. I was like, Diana, for real? For real? You going to screw over Tariq? But yeah, she's mad. The family mad at her because, of course, she done gave all of the business last night. So yeah, she has some making up to do, okay? Because Papi Chulo, he's low-key mad at Diana as well. Yeah, y'all, you can cut the tension with a butter knife up in that house, all right? So we see Mecca, Dante, and Monet, okay? And they're at Mecca's, one of his spots, his hotel rooms. And because he asked, pretty much, Zeke to meet up and answer Monet's calls because he was, pretty much ignoring her. And she was, giving him the lowdown like, hey, I was 16. My parents did not approve of me being pregnant. They didn't approve of Mecca because he was an ain't shit teenager. And yeah, so they shipped me down south. I had the baby. My older sister always wanted a boy, which is why she treated you like her son. And yeah, we agreed to keep you down there. And then when we realized you was good enough to play professional ball, we thought it would be best for you to be in a bigger city. Therefore, we moved you up here to New York. But Zeke, he ain't trying to hear that, okay? Because he was like, yeah, y'all left me, okay? So he was like, when I get into the league, y'all better lose my number, okay? Because I don't want to have nothing to do with y'all, okay? But yeah, Monet, I have one question, okay? Did you have anything to do with Carrie's death? So she had the poker face, of course, because that's what she does. She lies for a living. And she was like, honey, sweetheart, sugar pie. Soon as, Lorenzo kicked me out, I came straight to Mecca, okay? And so Mecca was looking at her like, girl, you lying. And I'm like, girl, you lying? You lying? You had something to do with Carrie? But I feel like, that's a little gray area because I feel like even though if she does not have to do anything with her death, the fact if she was to tell to Zeke that she was at Carrie's apartment, Zeke is going to think that she killed her regardless. So Monet just pretty much probably felt it was safe just not to include that whole little tidbit, okay? But Mecca, he was a ride or die. He lied for Monet. So I was like, okay, Mecca, you get one cool point for this, okay? Y'all, so we seeing Drew and Everett have sex for the umpteenth time. But yeah, this is sex with a purpose, at least at this point. So we see Drew, he goes ahead into the bathroom. He sees Everett's wallet. So he steals the key card out of Everett's jean pocket, okay? So y'all, this scene pissed me off to no end, okay? So we are at the Weston house, okay? We see Braden. We see Trace's bitch ass. We see Jenny, the DA lady. We see the Weston's lawyer, and we see Daddy Weston, okay? So yeah, the DA, she plays the recording with Braden and Kane on it, okay? And so of course, Braden, he's half of a ride or die, okay? He may ride with you, but he ain't gonna die, okay? So he, still denying. He's like, I know nothing of this. But Trace, old bitch ass, spilling all of the beans, okay? The pinto beans, the black beans, all of the beans, all right? And I'm like, Trace, you want to die, don't you? I mean, he's been low key, but yeah, he's been needing to die since his first scene, all right? So the DA lady was like, this is interesting. You're pretty much giving a lot of details. Because Trace was like, yeah, Kane dropped us off at the hood and made us sell drugs and whatnot, okay? He kidnapped us. And of course, Braden, he was like, I don't know nothing. And so Jenny was like, interesting. Well, I have these photos here from Ramirez's dash cam, and it shows Braden, bitch ass, beat up. And then we see, no, not Braden. We see Trace's ass beat up, and we see Braden right next to him. So that pretty much corroborates everything that Trace is saying. And so Daddy Weston, he's like, what is going on here, okay? You guys was at the hood. You guys aren't supposed to be there. I'm annoyed at this scene because I feel like their lawyer should have let Jenny speak. Hey, tell the evidence that you have, place your deal on the table, and then harry your ass and leave out the front door. And then, I will go ahead and speak to my clients accordingly. But the fact that the lawyer allowed Trace to spill all of the beans in front of her, yeah, I'm like, yeah, this is real trifling, okay? Y'all got too much money to be having this lawyer up in here not knowing what the hell she doing, all right? So, anywho, Daddy Weston was like, okay, how about if Trace testifies, okay? And then in exchange, we have immunity available for Braden and Trace. And so they go along with that plan. But yeah, Trace, the eager mother freaking beaver, he needs to be gone, okay? Because he is a hot ass mess. So y'all, Braden goes into the dorm room, Tariq in there getting his waves right. You know what I'm saying? We got to get the waves right. So he's asking Tariq, hey, what's going on with the case? And he was like, it was going all right. Tate went up there and did what we had to do. You know what I'm saying? He had a brother down, or, he held him down. And he was like, he held him down. Oh, you gave him that photo, right? And so Tariq was like, bro, I had to do what I had to do. And Brayden was like, that's going to F up my freaking family. Oh my God, my family, my rich white family. We cannot do this. So Brayden storms the fuck off, and he's pissed the fuck off, okay? So dirty ass, demeaning ass, devil ass Diana. We see her little trifling scheming behind knocking on Tariq's door, okay? So she's over here about to give the performance of her life, okay? So she has the fake white woman tears and tells Tariq, I really need to talk, okay? So she pretty much telling Tariq all the tea about Zeke and Diane, Zeke and his mama, his age, which I appreciated that she is telling Tariq about their family drama, because we know every little piece of information that Tariq gets, he's able to use it in the future. So I appreciated her telling him everything, but we know it was another reason why she was telling him everything, okay? So she tries to pull an old Jedi mind trick and was like, yeah, I'm a little parched. Do you have any water? He was like, we don't got no more up in here, but we have some in the vending machine down the hall. I'm going to be right back. So in the meantime, she takes his phone and she has her phone. So she has a little clip of him going on live on social media. I'm like, Tariq, you're a whole drug dealer. You got, yourself on video on live. So she uses that image on him being on live as an option for facial recognition on his phone to open his phone and get the QR code for the Amazon lock boxes with all the drugs. And I was like, ooh, girl, just like your mammy, child, just like her, okay? And so she, was like, thank you so much. He was like, I gotta go meet my lawyer. Are we good? She was like, yeah, I'm good. I need to go anyway. So we see Drew and Diana. They use Everett's key card to go to the rooftop, and they start, stealing all of the drugs. And I'm like, ooh, Diana. I mean, I guess you would love Papi Chulo more than Tariq, so you had to choose a side for this situation. But girl, when Tariq finds out, and I don't know if I'm reaching, y'all, but I feel like some reason with them using Everett's key card, that's going to come back up. I don't know if Tariq would have, pull to maybe see somebody in the administration office or, one of the geeky kids to kind of figure out who was the last person to buzz into the rooftop and figure out, hey, it was Everett's key card, realize Everett didn't do it, trace it back to, Drew. Yeah, I feel like that may be a possibility, okay? Because Tariq is going to find out, of course, all right? So, of course, they come through. They go back to the house and deliver the drugs to Papi Chulo, okay? And so Papi Chulo and Dre must be talking about me from the dead, y'all. Drew, they go on a little field trip, okay? We see a little montage of scenes. They're rolling down in a Camaro or whatever car that Papi Chulo has. And they're making deliveries to all the drug dealers on the streets and whatnot. They're having a good day, a nice little bonding moment. And you can see Drew kind of liking this life. Or is he really liking this life or liking the fact that he's able to spend time with this Papi? Y'all let me know what y'all think, okay? So y'all, we see Zeke. He at his little conference, you know what I'm saying? And in the midst of the questioning, we see all the reporters getting a little alerts and notifications on their phones. So we see headlines about Drew's fake age. Zeke's fake age. And we see that he hired that little stubby behind agent. So the agent was like, hey, if this is true, you can forget about Sacramento, okay? They are not going to want you. So yeah, y'all, the beans is out. But I'm like, who did that? I mean, we know a handful of people knew. So I'm like playing a game of Clue here. Like, who done it? Like, what's going on? So y'all, Lauren, she admits to Tariq that she had a wiretap situation going on and she got Kane on the wire. So, of course, Tariq didn't know about that specific footage. I mean, I won't say call it footage, but recording with Lauren looking for Tariq in the room. He just knew about the recording from Lauren being at her brother's apartment. So he was like, bro, you got Kane Tejada on recording? Do you know what that means, girl? You need to run. Run for it. Run for it. Run. Like, run. Forrest Gump it out, girl. You need to go. You are in deep shit, okay? And so he was like, go straight home and I'm going to call you and tell you your next move, okay? So she was like, okay, oh my God. Like, so yeah, Tariq, he's stressed out. And so we see the family, okay? They're meeting up at the basketball court. Monet, Mecca, and Zeke, okay? They're meeting up again. You know what I'm saying? And they're talking, and out of nowhere, this little SUV comes up and start blasting, okay? They got little black bandanas on, and they're just shooting at them. And, you know, Dante starts shooting back. Zeke runs for cover. Monet's covering him. She's blasting back. And it was like a weird drive-by. But I'm like, who is this, okay? Because GTG is supposed to be gone. I don't even feel like Mahoney and that little name, like, was really real. So I'm like, who is this? Who is this? And so when Monet saw, you know, Mecca shooting back, she kind of get that woman intuition. She was like, this nigga ain't who he says he is. So yeah, y'all, she's peeping Mecca / Dante is not clean, okay? He ain't Mr. Clean. He may got a bald head, but he is no Mr. Clean, all right? So y'all, we in the dorm room, and Tariq and Effie, they're eating ramen noodles. And it looked like some bougie ramen noodles, not like the regular 13-cent pack. How much is it now? How much is ramen noodles, y'all? My husband eats them every once in a while, but I'm not sure how much they are per pack, okay? But that is a college kid's dream, okay? But I feel like, Tariq, you need to be eating some like sushi or filet mignon in that damn school. They probably ain't got no no regular chicken strips in their cafeteria. But that's neither here nor there, okay? So, of course, Effie is annoyed as hell. She's like, this Lauren bitch again. Like, I got to hear about her again. And Tariq, you are smashing Effie. You sleeping in the bed with Effie. She ain't trying to hear about no other broad, okay? But, of course, he don't have his mama. He don't have his mama to school him. Even though we're talking about the game and the wiretap and everything, Tariq needs to realize you need to keep some things to yourself, bruh. I understand she is your confidant, but you effing all of them, okay? This is going to cause too much friction to be talking about it. Like, this is too much. But he pretty much tells Effie, like, hey, yeah, Lauren got Kane on wire, okay? And Effie pissed. She was like, oh, she got to go, okay? You need to really, like, put a cap on this situation. And Tariq was like, no, I can't have her. My mama's in Witset, you know, because of my BS. And I can't have another girl, like, just ruin her life on account of me. But Effie, she ain't trying to hear this shit, okay? So, y'all, we see Effie. She meeting up with Kane and telling Kane about the wire. I was like, ooh, Effie, girl. I'm like, yeah, that whole situation with her and Kane, I don't know if I feel some chemistry. Something ain't clean in the paint or in the milk with that, y'all. I don't know. We got to keep an eye on those two, all right? So Kane, therefore, meets with Brayden and tells Brayden about the wire, but he playing dumb even though he just heard it 30 minutes ago at his house. And Kane gives him an ultimatum. He's like, yo, Effie gotta go. You gotta cut her water off, okay? Shout out to Lamar from BMF, okay? And Brayden was like, bro, I ain't never catch nobody before. Yeah, I'm gonna need some practice or something before I do this. It's like, this ain't me, okay? And Kane was like, bruh, if you put a cap on her, I'm gonna put a cap in you, bruh. So make your choice. And so, of course, Brayden, he probably got the bubble guts and got a boo-boo or whatnot because he is in a sticky situation. And Tariq told your ass to stay away from him, Brayden. You wanted to be all, you know what I'm saying, white boy and drilling and rush and whatnot. But yeah, it caught up to your ass, all right? So, y'all, Tate, he's having dinner with Stephen Ott. You know, he's the head of the Democratic party and whatnot. So they're having dinner. And yeah, he hands him the photo. And so Stephen Ott is looking like, this photo, no good. But something tells me that this is not going to turn out the way that Tate thinks it is. I don't know if Stephen Ott is going to have that white boy alliance thing going on and still protect Sweetie or not. But something tells me that it ain't going to be that easy for my boy Tate, okay? So Jenny, she go ahead and pops up on Brayden at his house and says, hey, yeah, if your brother goes on the stand, he's as good as gone, okay? And so in order to prevent that, if you tell me everything you know about Kane, I will go ahead and make sure Kane is in jail within the next several hours, okay? And y'all ain't got to worry about testifying. So, of course, Brayden, he trying to play dumb, but you can tell he's thinking it over, okay? So, yeah, we at Mecca's little hotel room, okay? When she's thinking Lorenzo snitched on Zeke and released that news. And this had me thinking, like, Papi Chulo, I mean, he's probably salty, but who was he going to tell? Like, I don't think his connection and range will go through all that. And I was like, If you guys watch the end of Coming to America, that old man was like, I was like, oh, Mecca, you did this. I am so appalled. You really did this to your son, your mijo. Your mijo. I mean, he ain't Spanish, y'all, but I like saying mijo. I was like, Mecca, why did you do this? All this boy wanted to do was play ball. But Zeke did tell them once he gets drafted, you guys can't forget me. So Mecca, he ain't trying to hear that, okay? So I guess that's his way of leaving no options for your boy Zeke, okay? And Mecca pretty much offers, hey, let's get away. Let's go on a yacht, a private jet, and we can go anywhere in the world, Monet. We can go anywhere. So Mecca, your boy, he think he Diddy or Puff, you know, trying to go to Santorini or the south of France. But yeah, you're no P. Diddy, okay? I'm going to need you to calm down with all that fantasy vacation, whatnot, okay? So y'all, we see Brayden, he calls Effie to confide in her. And he kind of speaking in code because he's kind of alluding to the fact like, hey, I have to do something, but I don't want to do it, okay? I just wanted to sell the drugs. I don't want to hurt nobody. And of course, Effie kind of realized like he's talking about, you know, Lauren. And she's pretty much telling him like, whatever you got to do, you just got to do it, bruh. And Brayden, you could tell his conscience is weighing heavy, okay? That white boy punking out, all right? So y'all, we back at Mecca's other house where Kane is. You know, he on he on house arrest, aka punishment. Okay, and so I guess Mecca, he realizes his duffel bag is gone. You know what I'm saying? So he pulls a gun out on Kane. He was like, "Where's my effing bag? I know you stole my drugs. I let that go, but my bag." You need to let me know where it is. So if Kane, he's playing dumb or whatever, he was like, that's all right. I got a tracker in that bag. I was like, ooh, that was kind of smart, okay? So he tracks the bag and he sees it's at Stansfield, okay? So he leaves and Kane calls mommy, okay? Because Kane don't know what to do. And yeah, he tells her like, yeah, I think Mecca knows I stole his drugs, okay? So I'm gonna have to clip this nigga and it may not come out pretty. So I'm just want to tell you my goodbyes. Tell Drew and tell, snitch ass Diana, I love them, and see you at the crossroads so you won't be lonely. But yeah, Kane, he kind of sees like, yeah, I'm gonna have to put in some work, okay? And it ain't gonna be easy. But Monet, she was like, yeah, send me a picture of this Mecca dude. I need to see what he looked like. Cause she was ready to roll up. Cause she was like, so he knows you stole from him. You in his house. Nobody else is there. But he left a phone. He left you a communication, like something ain't right. So, of course, she finally got that thinking cap going on out under that lace front of hers, okay? And so we see, he's going to send her a picture. And she was like, yo, warn Tariq. Because he thinks Mecca is going to get, Tariq out of here, okay? Because we see the bag was at Stansfield, okay? But I'm like, Monet, you should have asked for a picture of something 3, 4, 5 episodes ago, girl. Like, you did not vet this connect at all, okay? This is probably rule number 11 in the 10 crack commandments, okay? Because Biggie didn't mention that in the 10 crack commandments. It really been high, but I'm just going to say it's 11 because he already mentioned the first 10, okay? So, y'all, we see Kane. He's warning Tariq about Mecca. So Tariq gets the bag out of his room and he's going through the bag. He's seeing a passport for all of the kids, and he has an envelope and it's labeled U.S. Attorney's Office, okay? So he takes a picture of the first document he sees, and I'm like, Mecca, what are you into, bro? Like, I already felt that he wasn't really completely a drug dealer. I was always confused, like, what is his angle? I knew he was like a Teddy from Snowfall or something. Like, I just didn't feel like drug dealer-ish when it came to Mecca/Dante, okay? So I ain't really low-key surprised, but I'm like, okay, where are the writing taking us? Where are the writers taking us, okay? So y'all, Tariq asked Brayden to take Lauren out of town, okay? Because she is in danger. So, he gives Brayden her address. But, Brayden ain't need that ish, okay? Because Brayden was already staking out Lauren's house. I'm like, ooh, Brayden, you about to be about that life? Ooh. So Lauren comes out getting in the car, and we can see Brayden was like, oh, I don't want to do this ish, y'all. We was just chilling. We was just chilling. It was all good just a week ago. Now I gotta kill this girl. Ugh. So Davis gives Tariq the lowdown on Dante, right? And he was like, how did you get in the mix with this MFer, okay? Because this dude, his name is Dante Spears, and he is an informant, okay? He is the rat of all rats. He is the master splinter of the world, okay? He got a long list of folk he done put in the jail. Cartel members, drug lords, everybody. Okay, not everybody. Everybody. ERRRRRBODY. Everybody, okay? So Tariq, he's on the phone listening. He was like, all right, who? So you could tell he was kind of expecting Mecca, because before he entered his dorm room, because everybody know his dorm room, okay? I don't know how everybody's able to access his dorm room, okay? So he takes a deep breath and goes in, and boom, he ain't really even surprised Mecca's in there with the gun, okay? So Mecca trying to, pump Tariq, okay? He was like, yeah, I know about your Uncle Tommy. I know about your murdering ass daddy, Ghost. I know about everybody. And so Tariq was like, yeah, I know about you too. So he started spilling all Dante business. And Dante, he wasn't ready for that, y'all. He wasn't ready, okay? So Mecca/Dante, he hems Tariq up, okay? And Tariq was like, yeah, bro, I ain't scared. I ain't never scared. Shout out to Bone Crusher, okay? But yeah, Tariq was like, yeah, bruh, I know about everything, and I need $2 million to keep my mouth shut. I was like, $2 million? $2 million. I'm like, I wasn't even mad. Probably would have pressed my luck and asked for 4. I would have started high and maybe we could meet in the middle. Just in case it got, to the point where we had to negotiate or whatnot. But I guess $2 million, that's all he wanted. And he's like, why would I give you $2 million? You ain't worth. He was like, you sure? Because I could tell everybody you don't snitched on where you at and your whereabouts. And in the back of his head, he knows, Tariq knows about his real family, his blood family. He knows about Zeke now. He knows about Monet. So yeah, Mecca, come with that $2 million, okay? And we don't want all 20s, okay? But no, Tariq gave him clear instructions. I want this in an offshore account with a different name, okay? I was like, oh, Tariq, you've been doing some research, okay? You've been smartening up. I'm proud of you, my boy. So before Mecca/Dante leaves, he starts telling Tariq, yeah, when we was training in Georgia, we was training all types of folks, okay? And it was this one dude that we had in custody, what have you. His name was Lobos, okay? We was investigating Lobos, and, he realized I was snitching on that ass. But before Lobos was able to hem me up, he was murdered. So when you say your punk ass daddy in hell, tell him good looking out. I was like, oh, my pearls was being clutched by my very hands, y'all. I was like, ain't that cute, making an all full circle? But I was trying to remember, like, did Tariq really know about Lobos? But he probably didn't really have to. He could put 2 and 2 and 2 together and realize, hey, my daddy killed Lobos, okay? So, y'all, we see Braden and Lauren, they're in the car. It's nighttime at this point. They've been driving probably for hours. And they're, in this rural situation, okay? And it gave me, if you guys watch The Sopranos, okay? One of my scenes, child, it gave me Syl and Adriana vibes, okay? Because when, Adriana started talking to the feds, Syl had the assignment to kill Adriana. So I really felt that vibe, like, oh my God, we are about to replay this situation, okay? So your boy Braden, he kind of veers off to a road, and Lauren, she starts waking up, okay, because she had to take the nap, okay? She was tired and she was stressed out, so of course she had to take the nap, okay? And she was like, what's going on here, okay? And he was like, yeah, I need to go ahead and stop for a minute. So they stopped, and she was like, this is where you want to stop? There ain't no gas stations, no roads, like, what's going on? Okay, we're in the middle of nowhere. So he gets out, opens the trunk, and, opens her car door, and he pulls a gun out her. He was like, get the fuck out. And she was like, yeah, this Ubering situation ain't what I thought it was going to be, okay? And he was like, get out. And she, kind of gets out. And, he still has his gun at her. And he hands her a bag of money. He was like, hey, there's a bus stop down the road. You go ahead and go. You want to run, okay? And yeah, do not call nobody, not even your parents. Don't send no text messages, nothing. You need to be excommunicado, okay? And so she was like, thank you, Braden, thank you. So I'm like, okay, Braden figured out a way to, not have to kill her. But we see some headlights pull up. I'm like, who the F is this? Who is this? We see Effie get out the car. I was like, bruh, what the F is this? So Effie, she has her blicky, and she, goes towards Lauren. And Lauren was like, no, Braden, tell her I'm cool. I'm out. Y'all don't got to worry about me no more, okay? And Effie pretty much tells, like, Lauren, like, I ain't trying to hear that, okay? I ain't trying to hear that. Tariq may try to spare your ass, but we think different, bruh. So she, punches Lauren. Lauren falls on the ground because, she weighed 98 pounds soaking wet. So she eventually tells Lauren to get in the trunk, and she drives off. But before that, Effie and Braden shared a look. So, y'all, the look pretty much signified that Braden realized he couldn't handle it. He had to call Effie, and the bag of money was probably payment for Effie's services. But I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. So y'all, it's a lot. Okay. So Dante and Monet and Kane, child, y'all. Okay. Let me set up the scene. Okay. Dante, he comes into his house or what have you, and he starts about to curse Kane the F out, but he see Monet there. He was like, oh, nay. She was like, yeah, I figured you out, Dante / Mecca. And and so of course, Mecca, he a little off guard. She was like, oh, I know what you was trying to do. You was trying to keep Kane up in here safe so you can devise your master plan to get us to the point where we cannot refuse anything, okay? He was trying to make them an offer they couldn't refuse, okay? Real mafia type ish, okay? So this is Dante's whole scheme. He effed up Zeke's prospects, so Zeke has no choice but to have another fallback plan, which Dante / Mecca was trying to hope, he would try to be with his family. He had Kane, hiding out at his apartment. Old girl, Mary J. Blige, okay, Monet, she stuck. Lorenzo kicked her out. So yeah, everything was working perfect for Mecca / Dante. But Monet, she was like, all right, I give up. Let's go ahead. I'll go ahead and run away with you, all right? But we gotta clip Lorenzo, okay? Bobby Chulo has to go, all right? And so Mecca was like, okay, let's come up with a plan. But we know we compete with the facial expressions. Mary J. Blige / Monet, she got some up her sleeve. And then we see also Dante. He don't really trust this, okay? So y'all, this is going to be a cluster, F-U-C-K, all right? So we see the door open, right? We see a little door open. We see little feet walking. And so we know this is Effie. She's sneaking up in Tariq's bedroom, okay? / dorm room, okay? And you know what I'm saying? She's clearly not trying to make any noise. So she takes her clothes off and she got this cute little 2-piece on, you know what I'm saying? And she sneaks in the bed with Tariq. So apparently she done snuck out to do whatever she had to do with Lauren, okay? But y'all, you can feel the stress and the guilt all over her spirit, y'all. All over her spirit, okay? So if you had any doubt that Effie left Lauren alive, you is wrong, bruh. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I would say you are wrong. Okay, I will correct myself, in the ebonics or whatnot. But yeah, y'all, she clipped Lauren. And I felt the way, okay? I feel a whole way about this, okay? But yeah, y'all, that was the last scene. It's so much going on. If you guys haven't watched the previews for the finale, you guys need to watch it, okay? Because we still got action that's going to happen. But there are so many things going on with Mecca and his master plan. And now that I put everything together, Mecca set up that shooting to make everyone feel like he needed to keep them safe. And of course, he planned the whole situation with the Zeke leak. Operation Leak Zeke. We see Effie and Braden over here. And they got a secret now. They got to keep to the grave. But I promise you, season 4 or 5, when Effie and Tariq are married, when they are married, not married, but married, shout out to my Maryland people. When they get married and something happen, Braden is going to snitch. And Tariq's going to find out their whole plan to kill Lauren. And Tariq's going to be pissed the F off, okay? And of course, we see the workings of Monet, setting up Mecca / Dante. But I kind of feel like some type of way she is going to try to have Dante / Mecca kill Lorenzo / Poppy Chulo and vice versa. I feel like she's going to try to eliminate both of them at the same damn time. I really feel that, because that would pretty much solve all of her problems. I hope it kind of comes true, y'all. Even though I like Lorenzo, he got to go, bro, okay? And we also see Tariq, okay? Now, I'm not trying to let the writers fool me, okay? Because Davis told Tariq, and Tariq is very smart anyway, but he told Tariq not to trust anyone. Yet Tariq is smart in telling certain details of certain people. Hence him telling Effie about Lauren. I know he really don't want Lauren to die, but I'm like, he wouldn't tell Effie about Lauren for no reason. I don't feel like he may not just be like venting. I don't know, y'all. Just something it ain't right there. But Tariq, his dating pool is effed up, okay? We got Effie, who killed Lauren. We got Diana old trifling behind stealing his drugs. Like, bruh. We're going to have to bring in a whole new batch of women's up in here, okay? Because it's a hot-ass mess, all right? Y'all, please like this video. Drop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about this episode. Share this video. Holla at your girl. Please subscribe if you are not already a subscriber. And I will see you guys for the finale, God willing, okay? You guys have a blessed week. See you later, or, chat with you later. Bye-bye.